feeling free to sit up on a prop if you would like. So a cushion or a blanket. Just paying attention to the legs so that they fold in an easy and comfortable way so that you do feel grounded. Just take a few moments to settle the body into the earth. To settle the mind into the breath. Letting the heart area expand. And breathe out, just feeling gently grounded. In the Kundalini tradition of yoga, a more modern tradition, I know a few of that tradition has a more flowing quality to it, and it is assigned the root chakra awakening, where the Kundalini energy rises up from the roots. So starting with hip circles, going around towards the left or the right, we'll do both ways. Just find your own way into movement from the hips, big or small, slow or fast. Taking that compassionate view towards your body and taking care of it with practice. A few more times on this side, maybe closing your eyes, just becoming one with that movement of the body. Let yourself come all the way to stillness. Take a breath in the stillness. Feel the energy rising, and then circles in the other direction. So forward, side, back. Just keep going. Work with this side of your body. Keeping our practice positive for your body today so you can take rests or modify things as needed. A few more times, eyes soft. Feel the body move. Circle from the hips. And just coming around one more time. Slow down, find center. Feel how that spinning energy continues, and just be still and take a deep breath. And as you breathe out, engage Uddiyana Bandha, low belly towards the spine, if you have not already. We'll need that for this next one. And Raman's holding. Taking your hands up to your shoulders and twisting over towards the right, tall spine twist. And twist over towards the left. We do this about 10 times, so ground your legs, tone your low belly. Practice at your own pace. Get a little bit of a rhythm to the movement. Notice how it's not a big movement in the spine. Feeling empowered and strong in your core. One more time each way. And release. And release your arms down. Take your hands back a bit and just lean back a little bit into your arms. So take a little ease. And let's circle our head. So gently come forward with your head, over towards the right, lightly to the back, and over to the left. So keep going in the same direction a few times, very kindly, very respectfully, trying to release tension. Observe the heaviness of the head. One more time this way. Come to stillness, breath. And last one of these, circling the head the other way. Forward a bit, left shoulder. Lift your chin, lengthen your neck as you go back. Right shoulder, and circle. So whatever you feel good with in the arms. Compassion, freedom from tension. A little bit longer. Last one. Be with that energy once you stop moving. Take a breath. And then sitting upright again. Adjust in your seat if you need to for a little bit of a meditation on the root. So the mudra or gesture and yoga in your hands. The root, 2 fingers. So pinky and ring finger touch the thumb. And then the hands rest down on the legs. So it's called a prana mudra, like prana. Bringing energy into the body, bringing earth energy into the body. Just relax without a great effort. Let the breath come in steady waves, eyes resting. A little light core engagement. Feeling the breath traveling that main river of energy in the body, the spinal cord, Shashuma. And that energy originates in the Muladhara Chakra, in the root, as do the Ida and Pingala, wrapping around the central channel. The 3 main rivers. Just let the breath rise and fall, shining that center line. One more time, stretch the breath deeply. As you breathe out, just let your eyes stay resting, let your hands release open, and just try to locate your root chakra in your body with your mind. So thinking about the pelvic floor, the bony landmarks of the sitting bones, the tailbone and pubic bone. It's right in the center. You can try to gently engage that area, just lightly drawing from those 4 points in and up into the body. Subtle, deep core. Finding a connection to our roots. And let your hands find your heart. Breathe in deeply. Release your hands and your eyes. We've been working on jumping backs. We're going to come back to a tabletop. So you can draw in your feet, bring your hands forward and shift to your knees and take your legs back. Take a moment to spread your hands, circle them outward a bit and ground them. And draw your low belly up towards your spine. And take your right leg straight back. Just reach back through that heel, ground into the palms of your hands, the heels of the hands. Stretching out the back of your leg in a nice compassionate way. One more exhale. Find that nice finishing sensation. Release that side, other side. Tuck under your toes, press back through your heel. The heels of the hands, the body strong in this half leg plank. About 5 breaths in each pose. This is one more breath to make 5. And then let's transition to plank. It can be on your knees if needed. Try to be nice and level. 5 breaths, trust the earth. Feel the muscles of the body awaken. Trying to use that Uddiyana Bandha and Mula Bandha here to support. Walk your feet as wide as your mat. Walk your hands in and come to wide feet downward dog. Let your head release down. Refine the hands if you need to. Spine is long. The low belly flies upward. Just be curious when you try something a little different. Just let your mind explore and be open to the experience. One more breath like this. Feel the exhale, bring weight back to the legs. And then step the feet so they're underneath or hip distance apart. And 5 more breaths. It's fine if your knees are bending. You can still focus on lengthening your spine. One more time. Deeply breathe. Exhale, weight towards the legs. Inhale, shift weight towards the hands, walk forward. Exhale, fold forward. Just release your spine, knees soft. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold forward. Just let your hands rest where they reach. And then inhale all the way up to standing. Rise up and reach up. And then exhale, bring down your hands. Take a moment, maybe pick up and reset your feet. Think of those roots growing out of the feet down into the earth. Feel the roots of your big toes. Exhale, grounding energy. Tadasana, a mountain pose. Take your arms up. And keeping your fingers together. So arms up, shoulders down. Low ribs draw together to support the arms up. And then keep the fingertips touching and bring your hands down and just gently rest that crown upon your head. Shoulders down. Looking simple, but not easy. Connecting the crown chakra to the root. They are connected to each other. One more deep breath. Inhale, reach up your arms. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, Surya Namaskar, reaching for the sun. Exhale, forward fold. Gently find your way in. Halfway lift, repeating these movements, inhaling. Exhale, take your legs back. Plank again, adding a bend to your elbows, shifting the weight forward. So you can just do that a bit, your knees can come down. 5, inhale, press your arms straight and bring your knees down gently, roll back your shoulders. Upward facing dog, take 5 breaths. Arms strong and straight, inner thighs roll upward. So the low back has freedom. Mostly that, reaching the heart. One more time. And then carefully release to table for a moment. And back to downward facing dog, 5 breaths. Spread your hands, lift up your hips, and try to find rest in this pose. The whole body is stretching and strengthening. The structure of our body, our bones help hold us here. Relax your face, that resting light half smile, bringing peace to your face. Deeply breathe again. Exhale, weight back towards the legs. Inhale, weight towards the hands, step forward and halfway lift. So we stretch that inhalation. Stretch your exhalation and fold forward to any degree. Find your own curl in. Press into your feet to come up to standing. Roll your shoulders back, float your arms up, release any gripping in your feet, and exhale to your heart. Take a free breath just to feel the energy of the body and to ground and still. Utkatasana, bend your knees, reach your arms, shoulders down. So hips down to any degree, upright spine to any degree. When you pick up your toes just to test that your feet are not gripping, and then spread them back down. Looking for a little softness inside this effort. One more time, exhale, reach your hands and hips away from each other. And then inhale, stand up, reach up. And exhale into forward fold slowly, all the way in. Halfway lift, breathe in. There's a little forward energy here with the head and the heart. Step your right leg back, Anjaneyasana. So you can cushion under your back knee if you like. Use blocks if you need them. You might be doing this at home for a while, so get blocks if you have trouble reaching the floor, or find something to use in place. So the front knee's headed out towards the toes in this pose. And just staying grounded, but you can come up to your knee instead. Feel how you take a little time to soften into this deep stretch. One more time. Steady breathing, steady eyes. And bring your knee back, press into your foot, and straighten out that leg to some degree. Draw back your toes. And you can point your toes for a bit, stretch the top of your foot, and then draw back the toes again, and just find that sweet place, knee bent as needed. Now come up slightly and reach across to the outside foot. Feel everything that's touching the earth. Hand, foot behind you, heel, knee. You can just be reaching your leg as well. Sorry, I didn't say that before. One more exhale. Feel complete. Release your leg. Upward dog, downward dog. Arms come forward. Stretch your belly, roll back your shoulders. Maybe lift off your knees this time. Just take one breath, establish that shape. Flip over your feet, hips up, downward dog for 5. There's spiraling outward energy in your hands. The heels of the hands really have the weight of the body in the upper body here. You want to pull as much weight into the belly and the legs as possible. On those exhales, really draw back towards the legs. One more time, deep wave of breath. That exhale helps lift the low belly into the body and helps it make it easier to step forward for that low lunge on the second side. So staying low or coming to your knee, bring your knee out towards your toes to some degree. And you can adjust the distance between your legs to find a good sensation. Nice neutral neck. I haven't talked a lot about the gazing, so when we're not sure, we can look towards the nose. We just want to find a steadiness with our eyes. Some eyes closing time, if that helps bring you to stillness, is also fine. A little bit longer. And press your front foot, straighten, and draw back into Hanuman's pose. I'm going to slide my heel forward a little bit so you can find a nice distance between your foot and knee. And reaching across, creating a little twist in the body, little side stretch. Just touch the outside of your leg or take your foot. accepting impermanence in our practice, and just taking one more breath. And before we leave, let's stretch that top of that foot on this side. So point out your toes, neutral neck. And releasing to standing with the feet hip distance apart. Taking the insides of your arches of your feet, so you might bend your knees and fold forward, just lightly holding there with your fingers. Let your spine lengthen. Your chest might rest on your legs. The shoulders draw gently up into the body. And we're holding the energy point where the earth energy comes into the body, the root of the big toes. Feel the gentle rocking as you breathe and hold. The calming quality. 2 more times, breathe deeply. Relax into your exhales. 1 more time. Press into your feet, trace your legs, and then reach up your arms, breathing in. And exhale, complete that sequence. And stand and radiate, take a free breath. Bend your knees and step out long on your mats, turning your right leg back and coming to a side lunge. So it's kind of a 45-degree, not 90-degree all the way out, not straight, but just a comfortable middle. And on that side of the body, the elbow bends, hand behind the skull. The other foot heads out 90 degrees if possible, or in that direction. Reach up your arm and draw back your fingers. Gaze at that hand. Gesture of courage, protection, and strength. Concentrating. Breathe deeply once more. Press into your bent knee, foot to release and release. And so find that 45-degree-ish turnout, a comfortable side lunge. Hand behind your skull. Out towards 90 with your straight leg and draw back your hands. Just gently stretching the wrist. Feel that fascia connecting everything in the body. Gazing steadily towards that stop sign hand. Reminds us of our power. Breathe out again. Releasing those actions. Goddess pose. We want to just comfortably turn out toes and knees track towards the toes. Settle down towards the center. And then take your right elbow underneath your left. Hug your shoulders deeply and take a deep breath. Keep breathing. Try to notice everything, the spreading feet, strong legs. Please hug for the nervous system. Release your legs and arms for the other side. Just float out the arms, bend your knees again, and hug your shoulders the other way. Coming down to any degree. If you can root a little bit lower, you can do that. All of this gets easier with practice. And last time, exhale, and then inhale up and out into star. Reach your arms up, just softly reach. Feel the grounding through the feet into the earth. Shoulders ground, front ribs ground. Arms reach. Exhale, float down your arms and turn your feet forward now. So find your wide stance, parallel feet. Taking B variation today, find the top, that rim of your pelvis with your hands. Trying to keep this shape or even drawing the elbows further back as we come forward. Breathing in, lengthen your spine. Low belly draws upward strongly in this pose. It's fine if you bend your knees. So you're reaching your head towards the floor, lengthen your spine. The fingers feel the front points of the pelvis, and then draw your elbows towards each other. Each exhale, the spine grows longer. This is a good pose to try to sense the mula, the root energy, the root lock where we engage. It follows that strong upward belly. And then use your next in-breath, press your feet, rise on up. And exhale, release. Triangle pose towards the right, 90 degrees out. Angle your back foot in comfortably. Float out your arms, breathe in. And exhale over and down slowly. And let's ground this pose today by resting the hands somewhere below your knee. You can go out for your big toe or just use your leg and open towards the sky. A nice sense of easy reaching through the arms and the head. And those subtle core muscles, a part of making this pose easy. And let's let a breath finish. So the inhale energy helps us come up and change sides, stretching that in-breath as you turn your feet. And when you have your balance, come on over, ground your hand to your shin or foot, and open towards the sky. Arms reach, head reaches. Strong and steady in the belly. Strong and steady in the breath. Use your next inhalation as it comes to float up your arms, stand up, release your arms, step your feet closer and then back to the top third of your mat for dancing warriors. Bring together a lot of the warrior poses. Just take a moment at this halfway point of practice just to feel the energy of the body, the strength, the meditative quality, just trying to drop into breath and body. Healing practice. Find that landmark of your pelvis again with your hands and take a big step back with your right foot. So we keep the pelvis forward. Actually, not quite as big. For this variation, it's nice to have not the biggest stance. You want to bring your knee out over your ankle. So let's start with arms up in warrior A. Palms pressed, shoulders down, gaze up. Lift your chin, keep your neck long. Feeling powerfully grounded at the same time. One more breath. And release your arms. Humble warrior, weave your fingers and fold forward. Just bow towards that front knee or inside of it and take your arms away from your body to some degree, squeezing the shoulder blades together if that feels all right. Roots of the big toes grounding. Relax what you can. One more time, explore, complete, press into that front foot and come up and let your knees straighten out. Warrior B, now we're going to turn to the side with the back foot, front knee over the ankle again, float out your arms front and back. Just resting in this one, easy arms, strong and steady. Eyes, horizon gaze. And exhale, grounded, and then reverse warrior, however you like. Backhand to the leg, front arm up and back, nice and easy. Or you can bring your hands together if you like in the cow face pose. Create space for your breath. Really notice the rib cage. One more breath. And last one, Parsvakonasana. Lean and rest on your front knee and reach out your arm, turning your torso and your face towards that reaching hand. Upward. Let the hands rest here. They gently gather together. One more time. Deep breath with sound through the nose. Inhale energy up, parallel feet, bring them in a little closer, and then front of the mat, let it be. Second side, hips forward, step back, bend your front knee. Take a moment to refine your foundation. Exhale. And let's let elbows come wide this time for warrior A. Stretch them back. Soft hands. Nose gaze. One more time. And then let's take a moment to weave the fingers and draw the hands down, stretching your shoulders, stretch your chest. And then fold forward first a bit or more, and then squeeze your shoulder blades to bring your hands away from your back, a little bit or a lot. Really stretching out the low back in this forward bow. Keep it compassionate. Big toe root of that front foot, you can see it. It's right in front of you. Let it really press. The rest of the feet are just open. Exhale one more time. Press that front foot to come up and straighten your knee for a moment. Relax your shoulders and release. Your knee back over your ankle, warrior B. Turn your back toes out to the side and float your arms front and back, shoulders down. Try to have an equal lift to your rib cage as you breathe here. So you can be real front rib cage lifting, but let your back rib cage, side rib cage also lift. Find the softness, meditative quality. The rooting energy of the feet, and also when we're in these wide stances, the Mula Bandha, that light upward lift at the root, can really stabilize. And let's take it into reverse. Your back hand just rests down on your leg, front arm up and back. A little counter gazing downward towards your nose helps keep your neck long. Keep that front knee centered, stay strong. And then one more time, one more thing. Lean and reach. Bring your arm over, gaze lightly towards your palm. Soft fingers gather together. And breathe out again. Inhale energy, release. Turn your feet in the same direction. Bring them a little closer so that you can step out and stay grounded. Time to head down towards the floors. Just flowing through one more time, reaching up. Sun reach, and then reaching down, earth reach. All the way in, your own degree. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, spread your hands, and take your legs back, making your way to your belly. So you can take your knees down, hug your elbows in, shift forward, and gradually the belly lands and the legs stretch and reach back one at a time. Reach the legs and draw them together. Hands by your chest. Bhujangasana, cobra pose. So activate your whole body here. The legs drive this pose. Inhale, just lift your chest off the ground. Lightly press the earth. Find a nice link to the body. Deeply breathe again. And relax. Shalabhasana. Let's take the knuckles down on the floor, the backs of the hands on the floor beside you, arms reaching back. We're going to add to the chest and head. We're going to lift the feet, legs straight. You can press into the backs of the hands and try to lift your chest more as well. Strengthening your back, stretching your front body. Couple more breaths. Give it energy. Rest after this. One more breath. Really energize, lift, and go soft. And like star pose, starfish pose. On the belly, wide legs, wide arms. Just let your head rest. You can rest on your chin or your forehead for a few breaths. Lots of nice contact with the earth. Let your energy settle. Just feel the quality that this position has. All muscular effort, softening. Feel that pulsing in your belly, the beating of your heart. One more time, slowly breathe in. Stretch the breath. Slowly, slowly, doubly slowly breathe out. And bringing your feet about mat distance apart, and just for a moment, we're going to do an opening out twist where you're just going to explore and support yourself. So it's on the belly. With your right arm, reach out, palm down, shoulders, arms lower than your shoulder level. So we're going to roll towards that side. So be really precise as you roll and stretch the front of that right shoulder. So use your left hand on the floor, start to lift your belly. Your top leg can go behind you if that feels nice. So just suspend yourself in a place where you have a passive opening twist. One more time, breathe. And then carefully release back to your belly. And just take a free breath, grounding. And then other side, so you stretch out your left arm, palm down, lower than your shoulder, a little lower. Use your right hand to start to roll to that side, maybe pick up your foot. So just try to find a place where this feels interesting and positive. So you can keep opening back if it feels good in your body. But that hand on the floor really gives you very precise control here if you need it. Be where you are. Breathe one more time. And slowly, mindfully release back to your belly. Hands gather in by your chest and press forward and down. And let's come back to quarter dog pose. Tucking the toes, arms long, head down. Release your forehead to the floor and sink back. The elbows and armpits stay lifted here, the hands spread. Nice breathing into the low back. One more time. And as you exhale, let's turn this into child's pose. So untuck those feet, Knees can be together or wide. And now the arms rest and soften. Everything softens. Just curling in. The elbows can rest down. You can drape your arms back alongside if you like. Nice big back of the body breathing. And one more time, finish your breath. Take one more, really explore your back body with your breathing and your awareness. Exhale, release. And coming up and coming through to seated. You can do this in your own way or working with it, jumping through. Bring your hands out in front, nice and wide so you have room. Up to your knees, cross your ankles, press your hands. Just work your legs forward. And let them extend out in front. Janushirasana. Fold your right knee in on itself and then open from the hip to the side. Your foot rests against your leg. Inhale, reach up your arms. Exhale, come out and down. Just connecting with your leg, the floor, or your foot, and come forward and relax forward. Perhaps noticing some nice spaciousness being created across the low back in this position. The really good everyday pose, especially if you do lots of sitting or driving. Your head can relax all the way down to your leg. And let the breath finish. Inhale, come up slightly, like a half lift, and then exhale, fold in one more time. Find your finishing place. And changing sides, maybe lean back and just balance briefly on your sacrum, and then stretch out the legs, folding in your left knee on itself and open to the side. Foot rests against the thigh. Breathe in, reach up. When you're ready, breathe out and come forward. If your knee bends, that's fine. Connect somewhere. Just let the hands ground. And explore coming out and down, letting your head rest towards the leg. Alternating rest and activity. With the happy functioning of the root chakra, getting enough sleep in every day, and resting when you are tired. Also eating regularly. So that you can feel good and feel embedded in natural life cycles. Let's let this pose feel complete and release. Do the halfway lift again. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold forward. Find your range of motion. Not judging that, just finding that. And then drawing up. Ardha Matsyendrasana. Fold the right leg first on the bottom, straight out in front of you. Sitting tall, you may sit on your cushion if you would like. So front, bottom foot, bottom knee folded and centered. The other leg has the foot on the floor, and you come somewhere around your knee, if possible, just to the outside. Breathe in, sit tall, hold on. Breathe out, explore twisting and hugging that hip, or letting the hip rest out into the arm, whichever feels right in your hip. And we can add an energy hold of the root, again, that root of the big toe, the K1, our earth energy point. Looking back. We'll spend about 8 breaths here, so take all this time arranging and relax and enjoy. Just let the eyes find a soft point or a gentle softness. And connect with your breathing. And please accept this affirmation. I stand firmly in my life in a loving and imaginative way. Let yourself, you say that to yourself. I stand firmly in my life in a loving and imaginative way. And let's explore the other side. Let go of those actions and just release for a moment. And then fold your other leg, centering that knee in front of you. And explore coming across with your other foot flat on the ground. It's okay if it won't be flat too. Let's just say that. Sitting tall, use your leg. So on this side, I'm going to let my hip rest out into my arms versus drawing in. So which of those feels right for your body? Sitting tall, your other hand be behind you to create the twist. And then release the palm of your hand, the heel of your hand to your big toe root. And fold your fingers across the top of your foot and look back. Meditative quality, steady breathing, creating nice patterns in the body. I stand firmly in my life. A little while longer, just fine-tuning, stay steady. And one more time, deeply breathe. And let go of those actions, just in your own way, just let them release. And let's come to our back, stretch out your legs and lie down, straight legs. Coming to Setu bridge pose. With the knees bending and bringing your feet in nice and close to your hips and a little bit wide. Make sure your spine has enough length here, and as you come up, your head might continue to go away from your feet. Arms by your sides. Land here for a moment. And then press into the earth with the arms and the feet, hands, and lift up your hips. Find a nice place where it feels good in your body. Feeling free to change your arms to a favorite variation or keep them rounded beside you. So weaving the fingers and bringing one shoulder at a time underneath more is one of those variations. Really draws the upper back and shoulders down away from the head. Nice open feet, creating that lift. 2 more breaths. Last breath. And then releasing with an exhalation, bring your spine down. Release out your shoulders if you have them underneath. Draw in your knees. Rock up to seated. And send your legs forward. Paschimottanasana, forward folding pose. So going from the back bend of bridge to forward fold, take it nice and slowly. In your counter pose, your feet are a little bit activated here, so the legs are active. The low belly draws back towards the spine, and just come out to any degree. Connect with your legs, feet, or floor with your hands. Nice to do a little lateral shift to side to just help release the sides of the body long. Find center. It's fine if your knees are bent. Coming forward fold position. Focusing on that calming quality, like long exhales, grounded, rooted. And for a few moments, consider this shape. We'll try taking this shape on our backs. So the same shape, but on our backs, so we'll feel different. But just notice what's happening here. The chest resting on the legs. And then inhale, come up. And then exhale, go back. Making sure your head is centered and flat on the floor. Draw in your heels, lift up your feet, lift up your legs, and then bring your legs towards you. You'll be using the arms. So let the hips lift a little bit or more. So you can lift your hips all the way up if you like. Just keep your neck lengthened. Try to recreate that shape. It's okay if your hips stay down and you just draw in your legs. A steady meditative flow of breathing. Maybe let your eyes rest if they're not already. Just feel, breathe, soften. One more breath. And a mindful release of your spine and hips down. And let's finish for now with Ananta Balasana, the happy baby pose. Let's get a nice restful quality to your face and your eyes, your body. Gently hold the feet or the legs and draw them out to the sides of your torso a bit. If you'd like, you can hold that K1 inside of the root of the big toe with your fingers. Draw the knees gently down alongside the body. Make sure your main river of energy has room to flow, so nice centered head. Feel how this pose is a complete energetic shape, infused with awareness and intention. And begin to release your feet from your hands and stretching out your body to take rest on your back. Feeling free to get comfortable with support under your head, anywhere on top or underneath you. With some softness or warmth, bring something positive. Use your favorite blanket, why not? So you want to make sure to draw the buttock flesh down towards the heels. You can press your feet to do that, lift up and slide it down. And creating a nice Position for the shoulder blades. Press your arms and skull. Lift up your heart a little bit and settle the upper body down as well. And then the limbs come away from the body. The hands release all effort. And their example of softness travels through the body. The breathing find its own pattern, just gradually. If you still focus on your breath, that is just fine. Maybe just let go of some of that energy behind creating the ujjayi, that steady, strong breathing of the practice. Let it become a softer, more receptive breathing pattern. And we rest so that the benefits of the practice are stored within us. Continue to rest and release. May you be happy. May you be peaceful. May you enjoy happiness and the root of happiness. May you experience ease and well-being in mind, body, and spirit. It's raining in Honolulu by Joy Harjo. There is a small mist at the brow of the mountain. Each leaf of flower, of taro, tree and bush shivers with ecstasy. And the rain songs of all the flowering ones who have called for the rain can be found here, flourishing beneath the currents of singing. Rain opens us like flowers or earth that has been thirsty for more than a season. We stop all our talking, quit thinking, or blowing sacks to drink the mystery. We listen to the breathing beneath our breathing. This is how the rain became rain, how we became human. The wetness saturates everything, including the perpetrators of the second overthrow. We will plant songs where there were curses. Begin to release from your stillness into the process of returning to your seated pose. If you want to do a little bit of a cat stretch with your knees going off to one side and your head turning the other way for a little bit, just a few breaths on each side can help waken the body. Stretch the breath deeply inside. and out. So that little easy cat stretch on the floor. Other way, a few breaths. And then up to your seated pose in your own way. Finding that easy seat. Sitting tall and relaxed. And just finishing practice with a moment of that meditative space in the body and brain. A soft flow of the breath. Feel the energy of the practice. Hopefully some nice harmonious root chakra sensations. Grounded, stable. Let's breathe together deeply. Inhalation. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Namaste.